My name is Chima Buri, and I'm the instructor for the New York Live Trading Group for Traders Haven. Just wanted to give you guys a market wrap-up for today. Today is January 25th, 2010, and I wanted to review, first of all, some trades that we were in from last week and the two trades, or the couple trades that we actually took today. Now, the trade from last week that we had done very well on is the euro-dollar trade. As you can see, about two-thirds of our trade has been taken off, and we collected somewhere around 110, 112 pips on this trade. Very good trade for the group, and as we can see, we finally had a break of this uptrend line. As we can see, price is now hovering in between this trend line and this one. Now we have a third of our trade remaining. We can either take off the remaining now and collect the 85 pips for the other third, or we can move it to break even, which we have, and allow price to move up and down and see if it continues higher. In my opinion, I'm getting ready to close this trade. It was a very good trade. The rest of the third being taken at 80 pips is still an excellent trade. So price still has some room to prove itself. If it finds its way above some of these lines, there's different areas that we can actually continue the buy or the long position at that point. Now, the other trade that we got into last week that's been doing very well for us as well is the dollar Swiss trade. Based on this bearish candlestick formation, we entered into a short, and we can see here that we have collected a little over, or where we are currently with the remaining portion of our trade is about 71 pips. We collected pips at various levels of support throughout this trade. We only have about a quarter of our trade remaining, and this trade is actually, or this particular pair, we actually got into another trade during our live session. Price came up and tested this area after the breakout, and we entered into a short here. Price moved higher, and actually this was our stop loss. So during the live session, we actually got stopped out of this trade here, and I told the group that if price gives us another opportunity to enter into a short, that we would. And essentially after this pin bar here, this bearish pin bar or inverted hammer, we enter into another short position because price proved itself that it wanted to continue lower. Now price therefore started to consolidate, and we have a couple areas of resistance. We have the moving averages once again, we have this downtrend line, and I want to see how price develops as well here. So if price continues to get stronger, then this trade can prove itself. However, if price ends up breaking this particular trend line and continue moving higher and breaks this particular trend line, then we would get out of that trade once again. Alright guys, we also took a trade in the euro yen. Now we had a break, or price opened up above this particular trend line, and that triggered our buy, and we anticipated some retest of support here. We got a retest of this trend line, price closed above the moving average. Another retest, price closed above the moving average, and now price has opened up outside of this downtrend line. So this is somewhat confirming that price will continue to move higher. I'm anticipating a higher move here, and we have various levels of support that we'll probably see somewhere here in the near future. All right, we had another trade, or no, the setup that developed. We actually were in a long position from our London session, and all the traders did very well in that particular trade. I think they entered somewhere around here and rode the trade all the way up to the previous resistance level here at this point. And now right after the session was, or as the session was getting ready to close, we started seeing price bounce around this area and started to form some wicks. I think just after the session I got a third bounce in within that area, and then decided to take a short based on the double top and the number of wicks that we were seeing here. So at that point, entered into the short, and as you can see on both of those positions, we're doing very well. On one, we're up about 33 pips, and the other, we're up about 28. So we've hit our first level of support. We're going to be taking about half of our trade off and leaving the other half and moving the stop to break even. If we get a break here and a continuation down, then at least the trade is for free. So guys, look forward to seeing you guys once again in the live session. Thanks a bunch. Happy trading.